Welcome back, residents. It's your mayor of DangerVille, Alistair, and we have some huge news regarding the upcoming kaiju film, Godzilla Minus One. We have some new footage of the King of the Monsters in action, rampaging through the city, and it looks epic. So far, all we've seen of the film was this brief teaser and the trailer, which showcases Godzilla stomping through the streets of Tokyo. But now, thanks to some behind-the-scenes videos showcased in a Japanese television special about the director of the film, Takashi Yamazaki, we get an extended look at those scenes, and it just looks incredible. Special thanks to Dragonzilla, King of the Mutos, and Jurassiczilla for uploading the footage. You're doing the Lordzilla's work. In the first clip, we can see more of the scene where the Japanese civilians are running away from Godzilla, who we can see approaching them in the distance. Although this female lead, Noriyoko Oshimi, played by Minami Hamabe, appears to be standing still, perhaps just accepting her demise at the hands of Godzilla, or more appropriately, his fate. But her friend Koichi Shikishima, played by Ryunosuke Kamiki, takes her away and keeps on running. The camera dollies out to show more of Godzilla approaching the terrified crowd, stomping on them with every footstep. He rotates his torso to gain the momentum to fully swing his tail, crashing through the buildings, flattening the area. But it looks like these two characters will make it out just in time, alongside a handful of others. We even get a short VFX breakdown of this scene, as it looks like Godzilla is fully CGI, whilst the buildings to the right are practical sets being blown up, which is a super cool detail. I love how it seems like this Godzilla is actually noticing the people on the ground, as if he's actively seeking out lives to torment. And the way he moves is so different from both Legendary and Shin Godzilla. It feels much more fluid, more in line with the old tokusatsu variants of the King of the Monsters, which I love for this interpretation. It fits perfectly. Next up, we see the editor scrubbing through various scenes from the film, so let's just take a closer look. First off, it's Godzilla's spines rising out of the smoke, likely from a building he just toppled over. Some civilians that ran to the top of the building for safety watch on in horror, but this next shot shows Godzilla approaching, and he just looks so good. He is the perfect modern interpretation of the classic Heisei Godzilla. And then we get a close-up of his face, and just look at that grin. That's a monster that's just experiencing pure joy from slaughtering thousands of people. He looks like Jacob's dog when you tell him it's time for walkies. And I wouldn't be surprised if Godzilla doesn't just slowly look straight at the camera towards the people hiding on top of the building, and then crushing it over just to be an asshole. In fact, the next shot shows people falling off the collapsing building, which we saw in the trailer, so I might be right there. Next up, there's this amazing shot that honestly looks photorealistic to me, where we see Godzilla's spines being shot at by some cannons, likely from naval vessels from the shoreline. Since the Japanese had surrendered their arms, this could be from an American ship. Moving on from this, we get a wide shot of Tokyo as Godzilla approaches the railway tracks, clearly with the intent to destroy any chance of civilians escaping the city. This is likely connected to the scene where Godzilla picks up a train carriage and throws it, causing the train to derail, likely killing hundreds. Finally, we get some shots of our characters in the ocean, likely looking for clues to Godzilla's existence. And since the crew of this Japanese naval vessel look on in horror, there's a chance Godzilla is rising up to sink their ship. And this is their live reaction to their first sighting, although I doubt many people from the ship will make it back alive. This movie is looking better and better by the day, with more footage being revealed. It looks like it's going to be a new classic film in the Godzilla franchise. I've been wanting a more horror-orientated Godzilla film that takes us back to the 40s, just after the war ended, for such a long time, and it looks like it'll deliver. Seeing Godzilla actively seek out lives to torment means this version of the King of the Monsters will likely be the most intelligent and most evil iteration we've ever seen, and I just cannot wait for that. What do you think of the new footage of Godzilla Minus One? Are you more hyped? Let us know in the comment section down below. Expect a new full trailer for Minus One to come very soon, so subscribe and stomp the notification button so you don't miss out on all the news. Be sure to give this video a Kong-sized thumbs up so we know what videos to make more of. I've been Alistair, and we'll see you residents in the next one.